Alright guys, I know it's been a minute. It's been about a month since I last uploaded a video here on YouTube, and I know that's a really long time for this space, so hopefully you guys didn't forget who I am. I'm still around, I'm still alive, you know, still driving the RX-8, and I have a lot of stuff to update you guys on, you know. Over this past month, a lot of things has been happening. If you guys been sticking around to the end of my videos, you know, I usually have these little yap sessions, and I give you guys little updates, life updates on stuff like that. So if you guys been following along, you guys might already have an idea of what's been going on, but you know, have a lot of time today. Decided to make the best of this sunny weather to just go out and film a video. So even though it's sunny though, it's only about 33 degrees, so it's not really all that warm. So we're gonna go have some fun. But before I get into the details of what's been happening with me and what is gonna happen with me, what's gonna happen with the car, what's gonna happen with the channel, a lot of stuff for me to share. But before we dive into all of that, there's some things we gotta do. We gotta go get food, and as usual, we gotta go get gas. So let's go do that real quick, and we could dive into everything. And I'm really excited to share with you guys what's been happening. So let's do that real quick. Alright guys, so what's been going on with me in these past couple of months? Now, I don't even know where to start because there's so much stuff for me to say, and I don't want it to drag on into like a 20-minute video of me just rambling. So let me just start by saying, outside of YouTube, who I am, right? So this will all make sense in a little bit. So outside of being a content creator here on YouTube, I am also a part-time barista at the moment. That is my main source of income right now, or most stable source of income. I am a part-time barista at Starbucks. This is not stuff that I hide. You guys see me go to work at Starbucks and stuff like that, and you know, this is all public knowledge. So, but I just kind of want to condense everything, all the information, or do a little recap before I talk about everything else. So, part-time barista. I'm also a freelancer for various clients, right? So I do marketing work for other clients, and the reason why I do freelance work though is not because I love it or because of how entrepreneur I am, or like the entrepreneurship within me or whatever. It's actually because I can't get a full-time job. I've literally been applying actively for 2 years now after graduating college with a degree in marketing for a marketing position at various marketing agencies and in-house marketing jobs. Just can't get it. I don't know. It's probably something on my resume. I don't know. But I've worked on my resume a lot over the past 2 years, and it just hasn't been working. I've been applying a lot. A lot of people just tell me the job market is really bad right now. But you know, it's really discouraging when you see a bunch of these jobs pop up on LinkedIn or Indeed, and you apply for them and you just get nothing back. Right, so these 2 years, I have been a part-time barista. I'm being vulnerable here, so hopefully guys, hopefully you guys are bearing with me here, and this is not too cringy of information. I don't know. But anyways, part-time barista, I am applying for jobs without getting anything. So I started freelancing, right? So this is what I've been doing on top of YouTube in these past 2 years. Now, in this 2 years, prior to September 2024, I had a pretty consistent upload schedule. I would upload 2 videos a week, every single week, and that was kind of my thing. Now, I never officially said that was my upload schedule. I never made a post or put it on my channel or anywhere that says I upload 2 videos a week. It just kind of became a habit that I've developed as I was making these videos for the past 2 years. Now, I started YouTube as a side thing for fun because if you know, no one else has an RX-8 and no one else daily drives an RX-8, and there's not much RX-8 content out there. So when I was looking for buying an RX-8, I thought this is a great opportunity for me to share the information that I was looking for when I was a buyer to the people out there, since no one's doing it. So I started doing my YouTube channel, and I had so much fun. I love building this community together. I love running into you guys at car meets, and also this has just become a part of my life now. Even if I don't make a bunch of money from it, even if I don't make any money at all, I don't see why I would ever stop doing this, or as long as I'm still having fun doing it. But speaking of which, I do also make money from YouTube. It's not a lot, but you know, it's not nothing. I would say I probably make between $100 to $150 a month, which, you know, is not gonna pay my rent, but you know, it does cover gas sometimes, and that's really helpful. So you know, I'm extremely grateful to you guys for that. But that's what I've been doing prior to September 2024. Now, ever since coming back from the tail of the dragon, I had a little hiccup in life. Now, my cat had accident where he had a urinary block, and I had to take him to the ER for emergency surgery, and that costed me about $7 grand out of pocket. Now, this is kind of why I took a little gap or take a little break from uploading videos when I came back is because of that. And like that $7,000 that I thankfully by the way, that I had set aside, but that $7,000 was my budget to make videos for the remaining of this year and for 2024 and for also some of this year. So I was gonna do coilovers, I was gonna do wheels and tires, I was gonna completely revamp the cooling system, I was gonna get a new front bumper, and I was gonna get a new under tray and all that fun stuff, right? But all of that stuff that I was gonna do, I spent all that money on my cat. Now I don't regret it. I'm glad my cat's safe and better and all healthy now. Knock on wood, hopefully he stays that way, but wherever wood is. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but anyways, I had to put all that money towards my cat, right? So that the money that I was gonna spend on YouTube, gone. So it made me realize I need to save more money. But the time that it took for me to save that money in the first place, it was a pretty good amount of time. Now, just getting majority of my income from Starbucks and freelancing is not enough. And I was feeling real desperate. Now, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys here. And I was just feeling pretty depressed, right? I felt like I was stuck in life. I felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I watched my classmates who graduated earlier than me have all be in their full-time positions now, and they're making stable incomes. They're doing fun things in life, and here I was just working part-time at a Starbucks, just trying to get more clients for my freelance stuff, just to make by, right? Just to save that $7,000. And I did have more money set aside. Which I also still have student loans. I had that money set aside, and I was gonna buy the FD, and I realized how shitty of a situation I was in, so I used that money that I was gonna use for the FD RX7, and I just paid off my student loan. I don't know why I didn't do it already, honestly. I thought maybe just making the monthly, like, minimum payments until it was paid off was gonna be the thing, but I decided, it was like, alright, I just had this little hiccup, I wanted a change, so I just paid off my student loan with the remaining money, so now I had no money. And I'm still working at Starbucks, and I'm still freelancing, and I still have no luck finding a full-time job. So this is kind of when I started becoming inactive here on YouTube. So I took a little break, started working more hours at Starbucks, just trying to build my savings again, taking more clients for my freelance stuff, again, save more money again. And because I wasn't getting anywhere applying for jobs, no matter what I did, I decided to do a fellowship. Now, what a fellowship is, it's essentially night school. I started doing night school to get the to get certified in the fields and get marketing experience because I didn't have any already. So this fellowship, they give you marketing training and networking events. There's the opportunity to meet up with people from massive agencies that would be hiring me, for me to meet them prior to any work experience, and just pretty much gathering at a school setting. So I did that. I started doing that, and that's kind of why I've been so inconsistent here on YouTube, because I was just so busy. I was working the hours at Starbucks and then after that, from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. I was doing my fellowship, so I was in school. And then on the days where I'm not doing any of that, I was doing my freelance stuff. And when I'm not doing my freelance stuff, I still had social obligations that I needed to fulfill to my friends, to my partner, and etc. family. So I was just really busy. I was not able to upload videos nearly as much as I wanted to, and that leads me to today's video. Now, why am I making you guys this update right now? Because I have good news, obviously. But as of last week, all of that hard work paid off because I finally landed a job, a full-time job at a pretty big marketing agency, and I'm gonna be starting that in 2 weeks. Now, this is really good news because now all of that stress and all of that hard work is finally being paid off, right? But how does this translate to YouTube? How does this change? What's gonna happen on the channel? What's changing and what's going on, right? So there's some stuff that is gonna change, but change isn't gonna happen immediately. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna happen over time. But I do owe it to you guys to explain to you what is gonna happen, so you guys are expecting it. Which I'm still really happy. I can't believe I finally landed this job. Only took 2 years of searching, but I'm very happy that I got it. You guys gave me a lot of suggestions on the comments in previous videos when I talked about this, of like what I should do regarding internships and other resume stuff, and you guys, I really appreciate it. It definitely helped, and I definitely wouldn't have got here without your guys' input as well. But with that said, I'm starting that in 2 weeks. A lot of the prior obligations that I have, or stress that I was having and not making videos is kind of gone. So I no longer am gonna be working at Starbucks. That's a lot of my time that I'm getting back. And for freelancing stuff, I don't need to be taking like 5 clients a week now, or I don't need to putting as much work, or I don't need to do as much work as I need to before. Now I'm not gonna stop doing it all completely, because there are some projects I have obligations to, and there's still some stuff that I like to work on with them, with my clients, but that's a lot of it is going to be gone, right? So and I no longer need to spend the time to keep applying every single week, because applying for jobs on its own is like a full-time job. It is really time consuming, and now I just have my night school thing left. Now I am obligated to finish that, or at least I'm committed to finishing it. I don't have to finish it, right? But I gave them my word that I would complete the program. So until June, I still have to attend my fellowship from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. every single night, and that's going to be my new schedule. But so for a little bit, I'm going to be doing my 9 to 5, and then from 6:30 to 9:30, I'm going to be in school. Now, that still sounds like a lot of my days gone, but honestly, the weight that's taken off my shoulders is immense, right? So now I feel like I have a lot more stable of an income, and my days a lot more structured. Now I can finally start really doing the things that I want here on YouTube, which is to continue building the RX-8 and potentially buying an RX-7. Now, that's a lot of information. My camera's dying. I don't want it to run out of battery. So I'm going to keep telling you guys a little bit more about what I plan to do here on the channel in a little bit. But first, I think let's just take a little break from all this yapping and just go for a little drive. Now, I am parked up here today at my local toll gate. I drove out here and I parked here. So it's been literally months since I drove here on the toll gate. So I'm really excited and I'm looking for this. So let's take a little break. Let me drink some water here. And let's just have a little nice drive, and then we'll continue talking about what might be potentially happening as we're driving. So let's get out there. All right. Car is not fully warmed up yet. Wow, I was really sat there talking for a while because the car really cooled down. So we gotta let the car warm back up again. But let's turn off traction control here and go for a little cruise, because we're not gonna be running it right now. But anyways, what do I plan to do in this channel going forward? Now, I have considered selling the RX-8 for RX-7, because honestly, if I buy a RX-7, I think it only makes sense to sell the RX-8 and get like a better daily driver. Not because this thing is unreliable or not enough space or anything like that, but purely because of gas mileage. This car gets horrendous gas mileage. I am averaging like maybe 14, 15 here in New York City, and that's just not good enough. And if I do buy RX-7, probably have to change this car out for something that gets better gas mileage, and that's just gonna have to be it. Now the question comes, should I even buy a RX-7 right now? Or not right now, but should I buy a RX-7 as the next car? I could also just get like a cheap daily, like a Honda Fit, and keep building this car. Now, I would not be opposed to that, because I actually love the RX-8. That's why I started making videos on the channel in the first place, is because I generally love this car and how it drives. Like, oh my god, that's a lot of potholes. Let's slow it down for this part of the road. But yeah, I love the RX-8. I really don't want to get rid of it yet. So if I don't save for the RX-7 as the next car, potentially I could just buy a cheaper daily, right? I could buy like a Honda Fit, or even a nicer daily if I wanted to, like a Mazda 3 or even an ND Miata, Camaro. I don't know, the sky's the limit, right? And then keep modifying this to be the toge slash, like, fun car. I haven't really decided yet. I would love to get your opinion, your guys' opinion on this in the comment section below. What do you think I should do? Should I just get the RX-7, like stop messing around with the RX-8 and just get the RX-7 since it's the dream car and start building that? Or, just keep building this because I really love this car, and just get a cheaper daily in the meantime while I could continue saving for the RX-7 possibly as like a third car in the future. But 3 cars here in New York City, probably not the best idea ever. But let me guys know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think I should do? But until then though, I'm gonna have some fun today with this RX-8 out here in this beautiful road, car is starting to get up to temp here, so we could bring it up to his red line soon and just have fun, because it's been a long time since I got to drive this car spiritedly. I'm getting better at these heel toes. I can hear the RX-8 backfiring. Man, I missed that. Oh my god. Oh, I have missed that, guys. Oh man, that was so much fun. Let's try to launch it a bit here. Always gotta be careful when you see oncoming traffic, girl. How can you not love this car? How can you not love rotaries? I want to say this is also my first time really getting on it on these new wheels and tire setup, and I kind of like it. The wheels are a little bit bigger than my previous setup by about an inch. So the tires aren't as stretched as they were before, and I really am enjoying it. How can I sell the RX-8 when I have so much fun? I don't know. Will I have as much fun in RX-7? I don't know. I've driven an FD now, and I will say though, if I'm being completely honest, it didn't shatter my mind like I thought it would. since the FD was my all-time dream car, you know, getting in it, I always had the expectation that it was just gonna handle flawlessly and I was gonna fall in love with it. Now, the one that I drove was really fast. It was like, you know, pushing 350 horsepower, and, you know, I drove it on the highway. It was on here on this channel, but it didn't blow my mind. You know, it just drove like an older car from the 90s would, with the rattles and everything, but I still love that car. It looks beautiful and I still love it, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright guys, yeah, I made it to the end of the video, and as always, if you made it to the very end of the video, really appreciate you guys for taking the time every day to watch the content all the way through to the very end. It means the world to me, and I really mean that every single time I say it, so thank you guys so much for that. But man, it's been a minute, right, since I filmed like an outro here in this room. I think the last time I did it was definitely at least a few videos ago. I feel like I've been recording like the outros in my car the past couple of videos, but yeah, this was a little update on what's been going on. Looking back, like I'm editing the video right now, but looking back at some of the stuff I said, I feel like I maybe underplayed my freelance stuff a little bit. It was definitely a lot of work, and I made pretty good money on it when I was doing it, but it was just the consistency. It was like, you know, 1 month you could have like a really good paycheck, and, you know, you make a couple $1,000s, and then next month you only make like a couple $100, you know, which is a huge difference when you're, you know, when you're paying bills and stuff like that. So I was just looking for more consistency, and I'm happy that I finally got what I've been looking for. So things will be changing on the channel a little bit. I haven't decided exactly, like, you know, what my upload schedule is going to be like from now on, but I think it's going to be a little bit hectic until at least June, when I complete all my, you know, previous commitments for projects and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's still stuff that I want to do to the RxJeikun, obviously, but the question has come in my mind, is it time to, you know, make that pivot to the dream car? Should I try to get it? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, right? Obviously I love the RxJeikun. If I don't have to get rid of it, I definitely won't. It's just owning multiple cars in the city is tough, and I don't have a driveway or anything like that. So yeah, but this sums up this little update video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, or hopefully you guys found it entertaining in any way. Toge videos will be back. The next video I upload, we'll do something with Jason, and, you know, we'll go have fun and go, you know, go driving around like we used to. But yeah, I still haven't told him the news yet as of filming this video about the new job, because it is so recent. So yeah, I'm recording this before I even tell him, so hopefully you guys appreciate that. But yeah, I'm gonna tell him the next time I see him, and it's gonna be good. But yeah, until then though, remember to stay safe out there. The world's a crazy place, so you gotta do your part to stay safe, alright? And yeah, until then, peace.